Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the first episode of the Fabulous Planner Lady. My name is Tanisha, and today I'll be teaching you how to set up a reading journal. Reading journal. But before we go any further, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to stay updated when new episodes are uploaded. Also, I'm also on Instagram as well too, Wellness Through Reading. So head on over there and like as well too. Stay updated with tips and tricks on how to keep reading a daily habit as a form of self-care. So as you can see here, I'm getting my planner ready, but first I like to put some stickers on the cover, make it decorated, make it all cute and fun and whatnot. And I like doing this because it really just gives. I'm a kinesthetic learner, and what that means is that I like to play with the things that I'm learning or things that I'm using, and so I really like to decorate it because it's just fun. I mean, look at all those stickers and whatnot and pens. But also while I'm on here and working on my reading planner, I was just thinking about all the health benefits and the main reasons why you just really need a reading journal, and I wanted to share those with you. So, first reason why you need a reading journal. It helps you keep track of what you read and when you've read it. Librarians have oftentimes said that patrons want uh to pull their records of what they've checked out in the past because they don't remember what they read on a certain book or whatnot. And that's important to note because oftentimes, when we go back and we reread an old book that we really like, we're able to pick up on things that maybe we hadn't realized before. So keeping a reading journal keeps in track of all the things we've read. So that way if we want to go back and reread them, or like, oh yeah, I remember reading that book, and just brings back those old memories. So, number two, reason why you need a reading journal. It ensures you capture the ideas and inspiration that pop up while you're reading. Now, I found this to be a really creative enhancer and a source of ideas I can implement in my own writing or life. And that's really important because oftentimes, reading for me is a moment where I can get to be just creative with my imagination. And oftentimes I come up with really good solutions to my daily life problems. So while I'm reading in my reading journal, I like to write out notes about, quotes that I like and whatnot. And I think that would help you as well too. And so number three, reason why you need a reading journal. It helps you record your thoughts and feelings and enables you to process the content more thoroughly and accurately. I'm always, really aware to realize how much and how quickly I can forget if I just don't record them. Even a week or two later, when I'm deep into another book, those valuable insights might have just slipped away. I mean, I don't get it. As an adult, things do happen. Day-to-day life living. If you don't write it down, you just plan on forgetting it. And these are moments when you're reading. I know, especially for me as an avid reader, I want to remember this. I want to remember, what this moment did for me. And so, keep a reading journal so you don't forget it. And number four, your reading journal can become a life journal. Oftentimes, when we go back and read our old journals, it often brings to mind what was going on in our life at that particular time and why or why not a certain book resonated with you. The details for each book can capture other interesting tidbits. You might include such information as who gave you the book, where it came from, the time period in which you set, where you read it, was it at home, were you traveling, were you at work, and when you start and finish it as well too. It's always interesting to me how, I mean, typically for me, after I'm done with my reading journal, I go immediately into my private, personal journal, and then I start writing as well too. It's just a good way to document things. But you don't forget it. Then onward to number five, a reason why you need a reading journal. It gives you a place to write down other reading related information, such as titles of books recommended by others, books you read and want to try, adding on to the TBR list. Oh, also keep in mind if you've loaned the book out to a friend or whatnot. Also, if this is a library book, because we must use our libraries, remembering when to bring them back as well too. Which brings us now to number six, reason why you need a reading journal. The notes in your reading journal will help you write as much more polished book reviews if you're so inclined to. Now, I definitely noticed that keeping with the podcast as well too. I've been doing a lot more book reviews as well too. Another one coming up later this week, so stay tuned for that. And oftentimes when I'm getting ready to, just prepare and make those videos, I already have my notes for them right there and there. And also for my writers of this channel as well too. It really helps to increase your writing abilities as well too when you're getting extra creative with using different words and different descriptors and whatnot to highlight your favorite books. All right, onward to number seven, the seventh reason why you need a reading journal. If you record your favorite quotes, some may have become touchstones in future or worthy of sharing. This is one of my favorite reasons why I have a reading journal. And actually, as we're going along here right now, I'm opening up the next page. I'm going through just doing my documentation and whatnot. And I just love having a full page of just my favorite quotes. That way, these are things that I tend to use in my personal daily life. Also, it's just when you physically just, as I said before, if you physically write something out, you're more likely to remember it and never likely to forget. That's why I always, at the beginning of each podcast episode, I always say greetings and salutations because, I mean, for those of you who do know the book Charlotte's Web by Charlotte's Web, the spider Charlotte speaks to Wilbur and always says greetings and salutations. You know, that's my way of saying hello. And so that for me, and I remember writing that down when I first read that book, and I always just kind of stuck with me. Even now at work, my emails say greetings and salutations. Some people get it, some people are like, oh, that's really fancy. For those who get it, it's always fun too. Actually, another funny story about that as well too, with the greetings and salutations. I was applying for a position, and actually on my resume I had a greetings and salutations, and I actually got called in for an interview. And they said, I saw the resume, I saw you said greetings and salutations. I'm like, oh my God, Charlotte's Web. And we just connected and vibed that way. And I also got the job too. So there. You just never know when these quotes may come back in. You might need them. All right. So then onward now to number eight. Reason why you need a reading journal. You can capture questions or topics on which you want to do reading or further research as well too. So this one's mainly for my students out there. If you're in school right now and you're using a reading journal because you're in your creative writing classes or whatnot, this is a really good point as well too. Also, reading number nine, not reading number nine, reason number nine as to why you need a reading journal. You'll get a sense of satisfaction from knowing how much you've read and how much you've benefited from it as well too. Now, if we look here as well too, I'm keeping a monthly tracker here as well on my little frame, and also in the previous pages, I'm doing a book challenge this year. I'm reading over 100 books, so I really, 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 really need a place to write down all those books and to also keep me motivated to keep going, keep reading as well too. So I've done the math on this. So if I read 8 books a month on average, I'll be able to hit my goal before the end of the year. And I typically start in December because for me it works better. If I go from December to December instead of January to January. I know people go from January to January, and I get that, but I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I believe in goal setting, and I feel like a really, I mean, okay, yes, I'm pulling hairs here. Resolutions, goals, same things. Not really. I mean, for me, resolutions are things I used to do at the beginning of the year when the clock strikes midnight on 1/1/2024, and then by mid-February you completely forgot about. But for me, setting a good goal is more flexible. It's you're able to change the goal if as necessary and whatnot. So my goal for this year is to read over 100 different books, and I'm going to keep track of it month to month, week to week. And I'm using my reading planner to do that. And which brings us to number 10, reason why you need a reading journal. A reading journal keeps old friends alive. Books often become as beloved as a friend. They've given me so much pleasure, experience, solace, and wisdom, which I am eternally grateful for. And so my reading journal ensures that they will never be forgotten. And I don't know about y'all, but as an avid reader, I just feel like that's so true. I mean, your books become a part of your life, Billy. I mean, they're one of the reasons why I like to do what I do now and everything. So, coming back to this as well too. I'm redecorating my cover here. I got all my stickers on it and what have you. And there you have it. This is my reading journal for 2024. So here's my cover. Oh, more stickers. And then we open it up. Yep, there's my book challenge as well too. So already this month I read a couple of books. So I've already circled those in as well too. Oh, here we go. Putting all my stuff away. And yes, so there you have it. I have to do the flip through in a minute. But also, nope, doing more flip throughs as well too. So, look no further than your 2024 reading planner. This is designed to help you stay organized, make the most out of your reading journal. This planner is essential for tool for bookworms and learners as well too. All right, here we go. Here is my book journal reading challenge. I've already gotten a couple. Oh, also did a little thing on there as well too. Already done some. And yeah, so this is gonna be my daily reading tracker as well too. I'm gonna track daily how I'm reading, and I need to do improvement, but we're gonna get there. It's only December, so we got a whole year. Also, we're gonna track it month to month as well too. How many books I want to read this month, which is 8, and then we're gonna go from there as well. Also, keep track of each book as well too, their names, dates, and how often I read. And there you go. That is my reading planner for 2024.